Hi guys, how's it going? And today, this is the weekly update again. It is currently Sunday the 4th of January. Obviously this is going out on Monday the 5th. I've got my calendar open here, so I'm going to be looking at the screen here as well as to you guys on the camera. Simply, I'm looking at what's gone on in the last week, and I'll bring up what's going on next week, although I don't think there's going to be a massive amount on my calendar next week, but I haven't checked recently, so I'm not completely sure on that. To start off with, I saw The Hobbit twice. Once on Monday and once on the Tuesday. I saw it with my dad on the Monday and my mum on the Tuesday. I saw it in 3D at the High Frame Rate when I went with my dad. And I've got to say, as much as it was a brilliant film, and I watched it both times, the quality that you could see with the high frame rate version in 3D, which would have been about 48 frames per second, I'm guessing, it was just significantly higher quality. I was incredibly impressed, but still at 24 FPS, it looked absolutely fantastic, and it is a superb film, and I recommend seeing it, and I'll definitely be getting it, hopefully on Blu-ray or definitely on DVD when it comes out on discs, because it's definitely a film. I'm going to get the whole trilogy, I think, and I need to get the Lord of the Rings trilogy along with that. I also saw Night at the Museum 3, which is also a fantastic film. I know it's a bit more of a kiddie-related kind of film, but it was definitely a fantastic film, worth watching. I would definitely recommend it to anybody that's going to the cinema anytime soon, if they're in a country that it's out, because it is a fantastic film, really entertaining, a good way to finalise the whole trilogy. I also had a meeting with Brad and saw Brad for a bit, and we discussed some stuff, and coming from that, just mute my phone, coming from that, we've figured out a whole timeline for Secrets for when we're going to start doing stuff, and we are casting very, 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 very soon. Joe and Brad and me, who are having a meeting next week, well this week technically, on Friday. Well, this week to you guys anyway, since it goes out on Monday, but we're having a meeting, going to start discussing casting and stuff, we're going to figure all that out and whatnot, and get ready to start filming for Secrets. I know that isn't MSP related, that's RS, but it's still a weekly update on what's going on with me, which is mainly what these updates are about. And obviously, me at MSP here, I work at RS as well, I own RS. Since they kind of work hand in hand sometimes, I do RS stuff on this channel too, since I get some exclusive rates. What else? Obviously, it was New Year's on Thursday last week. I went to my friend Penny's party. It was rather interesting. I didn't get drunk, but there's a lot of other drunk people there, and there's some interesting characters turned up. But yeah, the New Year, celebrating New Year's with a bunch of my very good friends. I can't think of anything else. There was Friday. I got an SSD in my Mac that I got for Christmas that I only just managed to get around to putting it in, since Cole didn't have the tool when I got it, so that went in. I saw Colin all day that day on Friday, and the SSD's in the Mac, and I'm going to do a review of that very, very, very soon, because wow, the speed is just so much better. Like, it's roughly 5 times faster or so, or more, and it just, everything. I was on Skype to Brad last night while we were playing GTA, and the Razer Synapse software for my mouse and a headset crashed for no apparent reason. It just had a bit of a tizzy, and I restarted it and was back up and running, and on Skype to Brad in about a minute and a half or so, and that was from on running a whole bunch of stuff to completely off to running all that stuff again and on Skype. So yeah, the speed of SSD, it's unparalleled at the moment. And I shot Sunset at Paddy's Hall, but we didn't actually make it to Sunset due to high winds. We had to back in because the tripods just wouldn't have stayed up as we got into longer shutter speed territory as the light got less.